Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Coming to you from the news desk today. Big news in the trucking world. Let's talk about it. Hirschbach buys John Krishner Trucking. Oh, it's a match made in lease purchase dollar a mile heaven, ain't it? Let's talk about this deal. From the sounds of it to me, it sounds like maybe it's not a complete buyout. They did say John Krishner will remain part owner, so looks like we're doing a little marriage here. They talk about maybe these two companies are going to work together because it says they really don't have overlapping areas, but we know they do. They're trying to spin this the best way they can. So let's talk about the deal. JCT has 800 trucks. And Hirschbach's taking it. Hirschbach now has 3,000 trucks, 5,000 trailers, and let's talk about it because I'm not a big fan of their lease purchase deal. I catch a lot of slack from their drivers about this, but it's not a good deal if you think about it. If you look around, it's one of those. It's gimmicks. It's whatever, But now, let's face it, if you're there and you're happy, I'm happy for you, but I would recommend not going there. But if you do and you're happy, more power to you. I ain't trying to talk nobody out of nothing they like. So, Hirschbach will now have revenue of $1 billion. $1 billion. How do you think Hirschbach gets all this money to buy up these carriers? They bought Lesser Trucking, 200 trucks back in June, and they've already got enough money to come in and buy JCT, 800 trucks. The financial part of these deals were not disclosed because these are private companies, but let's face it, in this day and age with equipment prices what it is and freight paying what it is, you think they got a deal on this? I don't think they did, but they got more money than God because, let's face it, that dollar a mile lease purchase is a moneymaker. They pay you $1 a mile, and you're responsible for everything. You're responsible for the truck payment, the fuel, everything on $1 something a mile. What's a fuel surcharge? 40, 50 cents. Like, you're running freight for $1.50 in a market when it's averaging $3 a mile. Even on contract freight that they're running, Hirschbach's got that Tyson deal. They're probably getting $2.50 a mile on a contract these days, so they're probably clearing more money than the drivers are. And the sad part is the drivers doing all the work and taking all the risk, and Hirschbach's making more money than they are. Don't get me started on Hirschbach. Boy, I get fired up on these dollar a mile lease purchases. It's modern day slavery, in my opinion. That's what it is. So let's talk about how big this makes Hirschbach. Revenue of $1 billion now, estimated on 3,000 trucks. They're getting that estimate because Martin Refrigerated is a publicly traded company, and they have 3,200 trucks, and their revenue was around $1 billion last year. So that's a comparison. That's where they're getting that from. I think Hirschbach bought them for one big reason, and that is JCT's got a pretty good brokerage going over there. JCT's brokerage had revenues of an estimated $150 million last year. So, when you start getting bigger and bigger, you need the brokerage side more and more. I think that was a big part of it, honestly. I think that was probably a bigger part of it than the drivers or the trucks or whatever. Let's see. So, yeah, we talked about John Krishner will remain part owner of it. It said Hirschbach has 28 locations where they manage large trailer pools. They got 3,000 trucks, 5,000 trailers now. So they said John Krishner side of it's going to try to tap into the trailer pool. Hirschbach's going to tap into the brokerage side. And it's going to, like I said, it's going to be a marriage in dollar a mile heaven over there. I don't like either one of these companies. I made fun of JCT in one of my job search videos, and JCT driver wrote to me and said, "You don't know what you're talking about. I run 3,500 miles a week and I make $4,000, $4,300 gross a week." Yeah, no, the video didn't make a mess up there. I literally am speechless when they say stuff like that to me. You write out to me to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, and you're out here running 3,500 miles a week for $4,300 gross. I mean, let's face it. At best, you're probably bringing home $2,000 of that 4,300, and that's at best. Let's say you put 1,000 in a truck every week, and then you put 1,500 in fuel because you're running 3,500 miles. Um, where are we at on that? What's left? 4,300 minus 1,000 truck payment. Boom. Now you're at what? 3,300. Let's take another 1,500 for fuel. Now you're at $1,800 for running 3,500 miles. That math don't add up to me. Go be a company driver on that level. Like, there's good companies out here paying. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be honest with you. I seen a thing, Creek Carriers. I mean, I'm not promoting Creek Carriers here, but Creek Carriers says 50% of their drivers make over $100,000 a year. I'd rather be a company driver and not take the risk than go do one of these dollar a mile lease purchases. But that's this guy. The name's Cash is King, not in debt to the mega carrier is king. So, I mean, we break it down like that. But that's the deal, guys. I just want to rant about that a little bit. And, if all you can find is one of those two companies, you ain't looking hard enough. That's my opinion. Anyway, take care of each other out there. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, you're new here, come on in now. Do that, and then join me for a live show. I'm doing like 1 million of them a day right now, so come on with it. Later.